Hello, welcome to the Soulprint Positive Energy Circle. Today, I want to take a look at seeing if we can cut away, eliminate some of the negativity, the lower consciousness energy, lower vibrational energy that frankly is swirling around the planet. And there's a whole bunch of reasons why it's swirling, right? I mean, there are the thoughts and actions and intentions of people. There is the distress the planet is in. There is, you know, anger and rage and sickness. People are dying. Families are left devastated. And it's creating, it feels sort of like a buildup, if you will, of just lower vibrational energy that really, really needs to be cut away a little bit. And you know what? This is the thing. Not all lower energy is horrible and needs to be eradicated, right? I mean, some, when you are devastated because of the loss of a loved one, that doesn't need to be cut away until the point, I guess, where it doesn't serve you anymore. But I'm talking about kind of more of a global situation. So, let's get at it, shall we? Everybody relax. Get into your nice little comfortable spot where you do your incredible energy work. It's so powerful. And just relax. We're going to start with our breath as always. So breathe in to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and out to the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If your eyes have not fluttered closed by now, please allow them to do so. And with every breath, you become more and more relaxed. Breathe in and out, and you release tension, worry, or anxiety. You breathe in hope and love. You breathe in charity. You breathe in inclusion. You bring in peace. And you breathe out any of the lower consciousness thoughts that might be tripping you up. As with all energy work, should you hear a loud or sudden noise, whether it's from the video or from within your own environment, you will hear it, you'll acknowledge it, but it probably is not going to be enough to distract your attention from the work at hand. So, we're just going to focus right now on our body, on our energy and how we're feeling. And we're going to continue to focus on that breathing in and out. And what you're finding is that as you breathe in, your body is getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and pretty soon it starts to float up higher and higher and higher. And soon you can see the entire planet. You are outside of the planet, and you can see it as the sun and the moon shift in their celestial places. You can see the lights of big cities and the open areas. You can see how beautiful and big the oceans are. It's all very clear. Now, you are going to join with all of the other people who are going to be doing this kind of energy work for the planet. It's not only the people at Soulprint, it is divine beings, it is angels, it is all kinds of other energy workers, all other intentions for the higher, better good for the earth. And so now you can see yourself part of a group of beings, some human, some divine, and hand to hand, they have now completely encircled the planet Earth. And wow, it is such a powerful feeling because you recognize that you are part of something so big and so dynamic that the energy and the force and the focus behind it cannot help but bring healing. So all of yous are hand by hand surrounding the planet. Just take that in for a moment. Just look at the majesty of Earth, the beauty of Earth. Now I want you to notice that you have a sword. Now, the sword may be, behind your back. It might be just floating beside you. It might be in some sort of a holder at your hip. But I want you to become aware of the fact that you have this sword. And for many of you, you know this sword. You recognize this sword. You've used it before. But slowly, I want you to start bringing the sword out in your hand. Bring it so that you're holding it. And it's a simple sword. It has a handle that is comfortable in your hand. It has a beautiful blade. It's probably white and it's sparkly. And when you start using your sword, it is going to be so powerful. It is almost going to be like lightning. That shoots out of the end of the sword, and that lightning is going to be white and blue and green and all kinds of incredible colors. Because the idea is not only to help move away some of the toxicity, but in doing that, you want to set the intention that you are leaving a space for healing and recovery. So all of you now have your swords in hand. You continue to be in this circle that encompasses the planet. It's kind of cool how you can just float in outer space like that and yet still feel so connected to the earth and so connected to all the other energy workers who are engaged in this process now or any other time in the future. We're going to ask that the divine please lift the veil so that we are able to see the toxicity. We are able to see where lower energy vibration is swirling. It's going to look like gray mists or gray clouds. Now, I want you to brace yourself because I think you might be a little bit surprised at exactly how big the job is, how much gray there is swirling around the planet. But you are not alone in this work. And you are strong and powerful and united, and we can do this work. So, standing close by side with all of the other beings with your sword, we ask the divine to please now lift the veil so that we can see clearly the areas of the earth where the intensity of lower consciousness, lower vibration energy can be healed and lifted. So now you see with clarity the gray mist or clouds, and you can see very intensities of the color gray. Perhaps you are focused like globally. Perhaps your focus is to a certain place or area. Perhaps you are looking at your country. Perhaps you are looking at the state or province in which you live. Perhaps you are zeroing in on the fear and anxiety of a specific, kind of building, like, for example, a hospital. Or you may just see this as just one big, general, big, whole picture. And I want you now to connect with your heart. And I want you to connect with your love. Love of yourself, love of mankind, love of the planet, and love of the divine. And I want you now to engage your sword. As you point your sword to a certain place or area, you're going to see those lightning bolts coming out of the sword. And you can see all the lightning bolts coming out from all of the other swords. And it's like not a bombardment, but it's like a consistent stream of powerful divine white healing lights, blue healing lights, green healing lights, lavender healing lights that are literally coming in contact with those lower vibrational energies. And literally they are poofing like dust. They get hit and the thing just crumbles and dissipates. And I want you to just spend some time. You have all the time in the world. And send those healing bolts of energy, of love, wherever you are drawn to send them. You may hyper focus on one specific area, or you may continue to see the entire picture. But the power of all of those lightning bolts coming from your sword of truth and love and divine energy, it's a powerful, powerful image you're seeing. As those clouds of toxicity diminish, evaporate, turn to ash. Carry on with your powerful, powerful energy work. As these places of varying shades of intense gray start to crumble and fall away, we are now setting the intention that they all of it goes to the light. It goes to the divine for transmutation, so that those bits and pieces of negativity are not allowed to settle and take root and flourish. We are sending it all for transmutation. We are sending those lower vibrational energies into a place where it can find purity, clarity, love, comfort, guidance. So you're now seeing that a lot of that heavy gray mist and clouds have dissipated. And the planet looks just a little bit more sparkly. And it feels as if powerful, positive energy can take hold in some of those places that were so dark and so heavy and so filled with hate and fear, violence. Very gently, I want you to put your sword down. You can put it back in a holder. You can just let it float beside you, but you're going to release it from your hand. And you're once again going to concentrate and focus on the circle of beings that surround the planet, and the light that comes from this circle is incredible. It is breathtaking. It is a visual representation of the power of the work that you can do and the power of the energy that you are capable of emitting and sending to places, people, or situations for healing. And I just want you to take a moment and really absorb that feeling of unity, of community, of coming together with your tribe and doing powerful, powerful work. Now I want you to take one last look, and you're going to slowly, slowly start to feel yourself moving away from the circle and slowly, slowly returning to the earth. 3, returning to your body, and you feel energized. You feel love. But you also feel that you are solidly back on the planet and you are back in your body. Perhaps you might want to give your fingers and toes a bit of a wiggle. 2, as you become more and more consciously aware of your surroundings and where you are. You've done amazing, amazing work today. Always hold that energy. And 1, open your eyes. Welcome back. Powerful, powerful work was done. And as always, I encourage you to repeat this as often as you feel inspired to do so. Always remember, hold your energy, stand in your energy, stand in your light. Bye for now.